Poor puffs, poor sprays. What kind of measurement tools are these young people using? When I was a kid, we used tablespoons. Coach Greg, and today I'm going to be reviewing a video done by Cole Baker. Did a video on my anabolic French toast. It's called Greg Doucette's Anabolic French Toast Review. Creative title. Tell a don't ride, don't blick ride, leave it to the double thick thighs, twin sisters.
Ooh,
drop it
this
down
is
and wobble,
fire,
wobble.
bro.
They're listening to that new rap star 5'6" rapping. Good song, good singer, absolutely amazing. I can tell talent when I hear it.
He's a new rapper. His name's 5'6". It's weird. He sounds a lot like my doctor. Nah, he's definitely not a doctor.
Clearly 5'6" is no doctor. Think about it.
Today we are making anabolic French toast from the famous Greg Doucette. He happens to be the bodybuilding doctor of YouTube. He also happens to be a rapper and a kinesiologist and a professional bodybuilder himself.
And a cyclist, and I invented a curtain, and I'm a porn star, and a dancer. Babe, are you around? Babe, are you around? You around? Babe's not around, but apparently I'm a lot of other things. I've read the long list. I think we could compile a list of 100 things that people have said I am. It's a very long list, and it's very entertaining for me to see.
In fact, I actually already tried to do this video, but I forgot to put non-stick spray onto the pan, and the bread stuck, and I ruined everything.
I want to see the original review. Do you know how much more entertaining it would be for me to do the review on the original? You never put the French toast on a non-stick pan, and you never used a spray, and it made a mess. That is so much more. Why are you guys doing it twice? The first one is the best one. First one, best one. Don't redo it 10 times and get the best take. Do the original, keep the original, and comment on that. If you screw up, you screw up. We want to see you screw up. If you've not seen my videos, you don't think I ever screw up. Screw-ups are the best. I love watching screw-ups. Screw-ups are the best. I love watching people screw up.
And I ruined everything.
So you ruined everything. Guess what? No, you ruined the bottom. You scrape it off and you eat the top. You don't think I've ever burnt French toast? Are you kidding me? Do I look like a chef? I cut off the burnt part and I eat the rest. Happens often. It's only about that thick. You can eat the rest. Don't waste the French toast.
Egg whites, vanilla extract, ground cinnamon, and bread. The syrup is optional. We have the light version.
Okay, so he's already completely screwing it up. The syrup is optional. Yeah, it is optional. So is the vanilla extract. So is the cinnamon. Technically, everything's optional. Even the regular ass bread is optional. You could get whole wheat. I love watching screw-ups.
The hell's that bread called?
You could use whole wheat bread. You could use... I forgot the name already. Screw-ups are the best. I love watching people screw up. 20 minutes later, I come up with the stupid name of the freaking bread.
I had it and I re-forgot it.
Ezekiel freaking bread. I'm gonna forget saying it, so edit Ezekiel bread into this. So you don't even need to use regular ass bread. You can use whole wheat bread or Ezekiel freaking bread. You might not know why I'm so upset, but 20 minutes to think of that freaking word.
The syrup is optional. We have the light version.
He's using light syrup. No! Light is better than regular, but never use regular either. And technically there's no rules, so you can use whatever you want. But if you're trying to diet, low calorie dense foods, low in calories. Light is not low in calories. It's lower than regular, but it's not low enough. Low enough is low enough. The lightest version of the syrup he's using has 20 calories and 60 mils. This one has way more. Why waste your calories on syrup? It'd be like drinking regular Coke. Don't waste your freaking calories on regular Coke. Drink calorie-free drinks, low-calorie drinks. And while we're at it, don't freaking drink orange juice, apple juice, grape juice. Waste of calories. Eat the actual apple, orange, and so on.
In addition, you can also add a lot of fruits to this if you want to make it a little bit more sweet.
Yeah, like blueberries, which makes it taste even more delicious. So what you do is you substitute the higher calorie syrup for lower calorie syrup, and in exchange for that, you get to eat the blueberries. Or like Abby Sharp, maybe you can add some sauteed vegetables.
Wow. Okay, so
Done. Then you add your vanilla extract, 2 capfuls. You can add more or less. That's all there's left up here. So ground cinnamon. I personally like a lot of cinnamon, so I'm gonna add a little bit extra, probably like 4 puffs of it. I don't know, four sprays.
4 puffs, 4 sprays. What kind of measurement tools are these young people using? When I was a kid, we used tablespoons, teaspoons. Now you got Will Tennyson is a spank. Oh, I'm spanking you in there. This guy's got puffs. Tablespoons, people. What's wrong with using actual measurements?
What? Oh, that came out way faster than I thought.
That's what she said. Okay, I can hardly get over these guys having a panic attack adding cinnamon. You're allowed to measure it with a spoon. You take the cover off, take a freaking spoon and measure it. Or just put it in slowly. That's also what she said.
All right, we're only doing 2 because it comes out a lot faster than I thought it was gonna come out.
This turning into a That's What She Said video.
Then you just take your fork and whisk that all together.
Okay, it's very clear this guy's never made French toast in his life. You take a fork and you just like go like that. He's not even got the fork in the whole way. Use a whisk if you actually want to make it properly. The fork will work, but it's gonna take longer than friggin' last time. I mean, he's got it on 10 times speed. He's shaking his hand so fast. He looks like when I was playing the Olympics in the friggin' Commodore 64 back in 1986 or something. I'm doing a 100-meter dash. You guys, are you old enough to know that game? You play a 100-meter dash. You go back and forth like this on the joystick. Nowadays, Nowadays, you play like this. Back in the day, we had a thing like this. See, you learned something in the old school how we used to play video games. We didn't do this. Imagine how much time this actually took. At 10 times speed, it's taken forever. I mean, might as well just put it in a friggin' blender. It's gonna take that long.
There we have it. The mix is made.
What about the sweetener? No wonder you're adding that light syrup and not the lowest calorie syrup. Because it's not sweet enough, because you never put in that artificial sweetener. What are you scared you're gonna get cancer?
Then, this is important. Turn on the stovetop onto a low heat. I learned this from the mistakes I made in the first video. And put Pam, you need something so it doesn't stick.
Okay, so it's the first time he's ever baked something in his life, and he learned to use a low heat and to spray a non-stick coating on the pan so that things, get this, don't stick. I know it's shocking that a non-stick spray would make something not stick, but when you're young, you don't really learn everything. You see why you need an old man in your life? You need an old person like Coach Greg to tell you about. You need a old person like Coach Greg in your life to teach and explain all the things that I've learned throughout my lifetime. It's not just about coaching and training. It's all about how to cook things, make things not stick, and so on.
That is a non-stick pan, I'm just letting you know.
It's a non-stick pan, but we're making it extra non-sticky.
Non-stick pans still stick, people. It's not actually impossible to stick. If it's brand new on day one, maybe. But a spray is certainly gonna help it. And why not? It's only a few calories per second, so don't worry about it. Just don't spray it for more than a second.
This is the pan with 0 calories, but still you don't want to add too much. Otherwise you're adding extra calories.
And good job, he does 1 second, so only about 10 calories. 10 calories that are well worth it.
Then you take your bread and you just drench it in this. Wait till it gets a little soggy, and you flip it. You do this to the point where it's almost falling apart.
And in good advice, do it to the point it's soggy and almost falling apart. The longer you leave it in there, the more anabolic it becomes. It absorbs more of that protein goodness. And it will make it fluffier than last time. Love a fluffy French toast.
All right, now I'm just gonna do that 3 more times.
If you want to save time, you can put 2 slices of bread at the same time. See, Coach Greg's got all the tips for you. Saving time. You don't use a fork, use a whisk, and you put in 2 slices of bread at the same time. That's saving minutes off of your morning.
It's a little messy if you use your hands.
That's what she said. Okay, so tip for everybody. When you put the French toast in the pan, think of it as having 4 quadrants. 4 quadrants. 1 up here, 1 there, 1 there, 1 there. Not 1 here and here and 1 in the middle. Spread it out, people.
I'm only making 3 right now because I'm not gonna be able to move these. So then what you wanna do is take a little bit of the leftover stuff and you can just Add it on top.
Yeah, so you easily could have put 4 French toast in there. Yeah, and after it's been cooking for a couple of minutes, feel free to add even more egg whites to the bread. I often do it with a spoon. I add it in there, make a little hole for the egg whites to sit in, and it'll absorb over the next few minutes. Make it even thicker, fluffier, and yummier. More protein, more anabolic. And he's so proud of himself that he was able to flip the French toast. I mean, have you ever helped a child cook in the kitchen? You know, your 6-year-old, 7-year-old, 8-year-old daughter or son or circle. They're so happy to be involved. That's the look on this guy. He's feeling such a great sense of accomplishment. He's flipped French toast. Now, mind you, he's already failed once, and this time he's successful. So he's feeling really freaking good about himself. And in the future, he's going to know how to do this. He'll be able to separate the bread, put 4 slices on one pan. It's amazing what a person can do if they try harder than last time.
These actually smell delicious. Now we got it flipped over. We're gonna add a little bit more sauce to this side.
Nope, not the time. Okay, so you don't want to add more sauce after the flip. It's not the point to do this at this point. You're overdoing it. It's overkill. No, 1 add-on and then you're done. Okay, that's all you need to do. Now, mind you, the mistake was he was supposed to make 4 French toast, so he has so much egg whites left over, he doesn't know what to do with it. You're supposed to make 4, and if you don't make 4, hey, next time you make 4.
Little party trick for the people at home. Pretty cool.
He's already making party tricks. It's only the 2nd time he's ever been in the kitchen.
Boom. That's what a non-stick pan is supposed to do.
Correction. That's what a non-stick pan with a second of pan spray is supposed to do.
So there we are. Here's our 3 toasts. And these things are thick.
She certainly did. You know she said that. And it's thick with 3 C's, at least maybe 4 or 5 C's. Who knows how many C's are in there?
On top of this, we're adding some Miss Butterworth syrup that's light. This has 50 calories per 2 tablespoons. That's actually quite a bit of syrup, I would say.
No, in fact, it's quite a bit of calories. 50 calories for 2 tablespoons. 20 calories, 4 tablespoons. Math lesson of the day. No sugar added. That's the one you want. This says 20 calories in 4 tablespoons. That means it's only got 10 calories in 2 tablespoons. It says 50 calories. This one has 10. Guess what? I'm using 4 tablespoons. 20 calories. 4 tablespoons of his stuff, 100 calories. That means if he makes the simple switch over from his syrup to this syrup, he saves 80 calories. That's a lot over the course of a year. Think about it. So he's all proud of himself that he got this low-calorie syrup. You got some work to do.
But here comes the important part. The part I've been waiting for a while now. The taste test.
Dramatic music. No drum roll, dramatic music. Notice I don't use dramatic music.
This might sound stupid, but it actually tastes just like French toast.
What was it supposed to taste like? Cheerios? Trail mix? Pickle pizza? Pop-Tarts? Pancakes?
I honestly think I could have added more cinnamon in there.
Well, he did say he could give it a 4 fluffs. I think it was fluffs, he said, and he put 2 fluffs. You said you wanted 4, you put 2. You could have put 4. Guess what else? Probably not sweet enough. Could have put artificial sweetener in there. Or more syrup. But not more light syrup. No sugar added syrup. More of that stuff.
It's pretty good. If I was gonna rate this, I'd give it an 8.5 out of 10.
So it's pretty good. 8.5 on 10. Whose fault is that it's not a 9 on 10 or a 10 on 10? Certainly not Coach Greg.
Like oatmeal with cinnamon and protein powder, that's like S tier right there. That's the top rating. And I would say this is probably A tier food right here.
Oatmeal and cinnamon and protein powder is the top tier taste for this guy. I mean, everyone's got unique taste buds, but imagine thinking that oatmeal, cinnamon, and protein powder is better than anabolic French toast. Can you believe this guy? Clearly making it wrong. Well, I suppose, why don't you make your oatmeal, cinnamon, and protein powder and forget to put the cinnamon and the protein powder and see how good it is then? You didn't put all the ingredients, so you can't really judge it fairly now, can you, Cole? So anabolic French toast is A tier food, but oatmeal with stuff in it is a S tier. I mean, I don't understand these rates. I understood 8.5 on 10. That I got. The rest of it, maybe I'm old.
A good tasting bodybuilding food with a lot of protein and pretty low calories. Go ahead, try making this, taste it out. My man Greg Doucette is hooking us up with some good meals.
You know, it's not quite as good as oatmeal, cinnamon, and protein powder, which doesn't sound that great to me. But you know, it's a tier food. It's not S tier, but it's a tier food. I guess he means it as a compliment, but frankly, I've eaten oatmeal protein powder before. I don't really want it with the cinnamon, but oatmeal and protein powder, it's not bad, but it's not really filling. Taste is okay. I give it maybe a 6.5 on 10. French toast, 9 on 10, made like this. 10 on 10 if you put the right berries, maybe add some Greek yogurt to it. Or maybe it's an 11 on 10 if you add some sauteed vegetables. Right, Abby Shark?
Okay, so
Maybe just needs more healthy fat. Didn't eat the yellows. Need more Yeah, I think he needs more vegetables for bread. Oh, and he used the wrong kind of bread. Should have used whole wheat, because he needs more whole wheat. He should have used whole wheat. He needs more freaking fiber, doesn't he? Oh, and he should have vegetables. Oh, he forgot the salmon. I mean, where are the omega-3 fatty acids? I mean, this diet is horrible. And light syrup. Why not use real syrup? What are you vilifying syrup? What's wrong with regular syrup? How dare you, Cole? This breakfast is horrible. Anyone who eats like this probably is orthorexic.
I'm absolutely stuffed after that. There's my review on Greg Doucette's Anabolic French Toast. Seriously, some good stuff.
And he's stuffed after this meal, which is important. But he still recommends the classic oatmeal more. What if this guy eats chicken, broccoli, and rice at all his other meals too? Or does this guy buy from my cook? I don't know what he does. Does he follow my cookbook? He seems like the kind of guy that would eat chicken, broccoli, and rice. It's the first time he's tried French toast. What took him so long?
This is definitely something I might throw into my diet from here on.
Did I hear might? You see, this is definitely something I might.
I'm absolutely stuffed after that.
Okay, so he's fuller than last time.
Definitely look to try something like this, or just go with the classic oatmeal. It never fails. This is definitely something I might throw into my diet from here on. Have it now and then.
Come on, Cole. Or go with some classic oatmeal. No, that's like saying, hey, eat some wraps or some protein ice cream, or just go with chicken, broccoli, and rice. Not comparable, Cole. Not comparable.
This is definitely something I might throw into my diet from here on.
This is definitely something I might add to my diet. It's been a while since I was a school teacher, but definitely might. What does that exactly mean? Is that two negatives make a right? Is that a double meaning, a double oxymoron? What the hell is this? Is he a double oxymoron? What am I even saying? Is an oxymoron a moron? What am I saying right now? Definitely might. So what does definitely might mean? He means might. Why add definitely might? That's like maybe yes. No, I will. What? Definitely might add this. What? Why do you stretch out the sentence to say definitely might? I definitely, for sure, without question, there's a chance I might. What?
This is definitely something I might throw into my diet from here on.
What? GregDoucette.com for coaching. Greg Doucette IB Pro. Blooping up videos. Make sure you buy my freaking anabolic cookbook. You know you want it. It's a lot more than freaking just French toast in there. GregDoucette.com for coaching. Greg Doucette IB Pro. Blooping up 2 videos. And until next time, I am out. That's what she said. That's also what she said. You know she said that.